up you guys, it's me Luke and welcome back to another video, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I post commentary and critique and reaction videos on basically anything on the internet that interests me, so if any of that interests you, then be sure to go ahead and subscribe and turn on the post notifications bell so that you never miss another upload from me. Alrighty guys, so in today's video we are going to be speaking about Shane Dawson, Jenna Marbles, Blaire Whites, James Charles, Jeffree Star, cancel culture, and a whole lot more. Buckle in, my friends, because today is going to be a bumpy ride. Now, I am so sick and tired of speaking about this topic. I mean, I couldn't even imagine how sick and tired Black people are and people of color for constantly having white influencers who are ignorant and stupid coming for their neck. It must be so incredibly exhausting.
Imagine how tired we are. Imagine how tired we are of it.
But you know what? That is why people like me need to make videos like this, to call these people out and to hold them accountable, because Lord knows they won't do it themselves. Now, we have a lot to get into in today's video. There is a lot of really disgusting things that we need to speak about. Some things that are so bad that I can't even speak about on my channel. So I will put a link in the description to a Twitter thread where I got a lot of this information, just because some of it is just too graphic to put on my channel. And I just want to go ahead and put a trigger warning in right now for racism, bestiality, and inappropriate discussion of minors. So if you've not been keeping up with all of the drama that has recently been going on, I have 2 videos that I recently posted and a video before that, all detailing what's going on. So I'll go ahead and link all 3 of them down below. Basically, it just details the whole bi-sister scandal with Jeffree Star and James Charles, Tati Westbrook, and Shane Dawson that occurred last year in May when Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson manipulated Tati into creating an expose video about James Charles with false allegations that he is a predator, a bunch of 35-year-olds coming for a 19-year-old's neck. Very disgusting. And now it has all come out again because a lot of people have come out with some new information on Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson's involvement in the situation. So if you've not already, please check out those 3 videos so that you can have context. I will link them down below. So today we have a lot more to get into. So without further ado, let's get into it because I'm about to dive into this shitstorm. Let's get it. Now, recently, this is kind of relevant. Jenna Marbles came out with a video titled A Message, and she basically discussed her past where she did a lot of problematic things, like she made a lot of jokes and harmful stereotypes about Black people and Asian people.
So as you can see, I said, hey ching chong wing wong, shake your King Kong ding dong. Sorry, that was racist. I'm bad at rap songs.
And wore blackface and all of these horrible things. Now, this was a long time ago and she apparently had addressed it before. I'm not entirely sure why it came up again now, but basically she addressed it. She took accountability. She stated that there was absolutely no excuse for her behavior and that she has decided to leave YouTube. The narrative on Twitter got really twisted, and I will say that at first my gut reaction was to be like, no, like she apologized, she was accountable. Please, like, Jenna, don't go, because obviously a lot of us are fans of Jenna, but I think that we were missing the bigger picture. And really what I've come to learn, and what I think a lot of people need to learn, is that if what they're saying does not directly affect you or offend you, then you don't get to accept their apology. So I am not a Black person or an Asian person or a person of color, so I don't get to accept the apology because the injustice was not done against me. So really I just think it's important to elevate Black people and people of color's voices because they're the ones that it's been affecting. I am just not going to say anything because you know what? Jenna took accountability, and while I do appreciate that, it's not my apology to accept. And I think that a lot of influencers could really just take a page out of Jenna's book. And I think that an amazing video on the situation was by Hannah over in Smoky Glow. If you want to check her video out about the real message behind Jenna's video and what it says for all influencers, because I think a lot of people, especially white people, were missing the point. Now, the reason I bring this up is because Shane Dawson recently came out with a video titled Taking Accountability, where he said that he was inspired by Jenna's video where she took accountability, and that's what he wanted to do as well. Now, although Jenna does have a problematic past, Shane Dawson's is 100 times worse, and that's what we're getting into today. I am kind of sick and tired of this because we've been new. Me, it's Keisha, Amanda, Hannah from Smoky Glow, like D'Angelo Wallace, Angelica, we have all been going on and on and on about how problematic Shane Dawson is. I've been talking about this for a long time.
I was waiting for everybody to freak out. Nobody freaked out. Nobody said anything. Nobody did anything.
And only now are people finally realizing it and finally calling him out.
Did I lie? Did I lie? Did I f***ing lie?
And I think it's sad that it took this long, but I'm really, really happy that it's finally happening because they had it coming, and it's about time that they got the consequences.
When will you learn that your actions have consequences?
When will you learn that your actions have consequences?
period. And let me just say that Queen Riri once said it best. Shane Dawson, boo. Don't tell me you're sorry, cause you're not. Whoa, baby, when I know you're only sorry you got caught. Whoa. Period. Okay, so like I said, we have a ton to get into, so let's get into it. So another YouTuber that came out with a video is Blaire White. Now, I'm not going to talk about what I think about Blaire White. She obviously has her own past where videos have come out of her saying the N-word. Why is it that all of these big influencers seem to have a racist past? Does it come with the influencer handbook? I am sick of it. I'm absolutely sick of it. It's so disappointing.
I am disgusted.
Makes me ashamed of my race, but at the end of the day, I know I am not like that, and I'm going to use my privilege to stand up against that and elevate black people and people of color's voices. Okay, so yeah, Blaire White made a video about Jeffree Star's involvement in this situation, and she has in fact heard this infamous voice note of the victim who came out about James Charles allegedly sexually assaulting them. I don't necessarily always believe that we should believe the victim, especially when it comes to famous people or people with power, because there are a lot of people who try to take advantage of people in power or celebrities and try to sue them. It's happened so many times because they know that they will do anything to save their career and that they have the money. Now, on the flip, a lot of influencers, celebrities also abuse their power to take advantage of people. So I think it goes on both ways. I think at this point in time, I'm not going to believe James Charles. I think he is innocent until proven guilty. But I'm also not going to discredit this alleged victim because we don't know the truth yet. And who knows if we ever will, hopefully one day. But for now, this is all up in the air. It's all an absolute mess.
Well,
so moving on from Blaire White's video where she basically detailed the whole Jeffree Star thing, her video basically said nothing. It was a whole lot of nothing. She just said what we'd already known before, that Jeffree Star is manipulative, problematic, disgusting, vindictive, and yeah, that's basically all we need to know. And she's apparently scared to post this video. Everybody's so scared of Jeffree because he's literally the Voldemort of the beauty community. Moving on to Shane Dawson. So like this video is probably going to be titled Everything Wrong with Shane Dawson. I have a fat list. So let's start at the racism. Now, Shane Dawson made a lot of offensive videos, probably 10 years ago, I would say, maybe even not that long ago. And Shane likes to say that, you know, he's different. He's not that person. I mean, you are that person because you said those things. He says the stuff will get taken out of context. He says he just meant it as a joke. He said he's not racist at all, but I really struggle to believe that you don't have a racist bone in your body when you said the things that you said and you did the things that you did. What is really, really scary is a lot of people like me at the time enjoyed that content. When Shane Dawson was making that content, I was only like 9, 10, 11, 12 years old. I didn't realize that it was wrong, and I think that's what's really scary because a lot of young, impressionable people will watch his videos and think that that is okay. And let me just say that this whole, oh, it's just a dark sense of humor, this generation is too sensitive, blah, blah, blah. Let me just say that it is usually white people saying that. You can say that because you're not the one being affected by the jokes. Having to offend other people just to get a laugh out of other people is pathetic. It's the laziest sense of humor there is. Just below terrible hygiene, which Shane Dawson participates in as well. That's another thing, just a really side tangent. Why is it that when Emma Chamberlain, an 18-year-old girl, made a joke about not showering, everybody came for her neck and wouldn't stop going on and on and on about it for months on end? But Shane Dawson, a 35-year-old man, comes out about how he doesn't shower and pees in a bottle and scratches his dirty ass cheeks, and not a single person bats an eye. We all think it's funny. The man walks around with holes in his shirt. Holes in his shirt. Disgusting. Disgusting. That was a tangent, but anyway, onto his videos that were offensive. First of all, he had a famous character who at the time I thought was funny, disgusting. I was only like 10 years old. I was naive, and I'm sure a lot of us probably fall into this trap. So he had a character called Shanae, who basically just perpetuated harmful stereotypes of black women, that they were loud, aggressive, ghetto, stupid, all of these horrible, offensive stereotypes, and it was disgusting. And he continued to profit off of Shanae up until recently because he was selling a Shanae shirt on Amazon. So that is inexcusable. Put your money where your mouth is. Period. And then he also did blackface repeatedly.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Yes, it is me, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And I just want to let you know that You should be!
And if you guys don't know the history behind blackface, I highly recommend that you go ahead and do your research and listen to black people's perspective on it. It is extremely damaging and harmful. It was used back in the day where white people would paint their face in black, perpetuate harmful stereotypes of black people, and make fun of them, and it was used to bring them down. It's a really disgusting part of history, and the fact that there are still people doing it to this day makes me absolutely absolutely sick. I personally don't know where I stand on some people who are called blackfishing. People will call people blackfishing or saying they do blackface when they use a foundation shade that's darker, or when they're self-tanning. I don't really know where I stand on that, but at the end of the day, like I said, it's really not my place to say because I'm not black. So really my opinion is irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. What Shane Dawson did is blackface. There's no ifs or whats about it. It is what it is. He did what he did. It's there. Once it's on the internet, it's there forever, sweetie, okay? And then on top of that, he said the N-word repeatedly. He called black people monkeys and gorillas.
Oh, nigga, bitch, monkey, woman. Nigga.
It's disgusting and inexcusable, and nothing that he says will ever take that back. And he keeps coming up with these excuses, and I'm like, Shane Dawson, honey, you were in your mid-20s when you did this. I'm younger than you now than when you did that. That was only a decade ago. That stuff was still wrong back then. And the fact that you still hang out with racists like Jeffree Star, Tana Mojo, and Trisha Paytas, you still hang out with these problematic people and co-sign their behavior. You use your channel and your huge platform to elevate problematic white people's voices. It's disgusting, okay? There was also a video of him being an anti-Semite, basically, you know, saying some really horrible stuff about Jewish people.
Now we must go and kill the Jew.
Just disgusting. I'm not even surprised at this point. And then after that, this was the really shocking part that I hadn't seen before. But Shane Dawson has had a lot of videos coming out about him sexualizing children, asking, basically, I'll play some clips for you.
Oh, I love you too. No, shut up and twerk.
Oh,
here we go. She's moving front of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, now tell her to show herself.
Stop it, Shane Lee.
Time to see some hot, sexy bitches wearing my Hot Topic shirts. Damn. Oh, if Justine wasn't watching, I would rape all of you.
But as you can see, there were clips where he was asking children to twerk or take off their clothes and just saying really disgusting pedophilic things about minors. And I don't give a shit what Shane Dawson says. In his video, he says that people spliced the clips together and took it out of context, and he thinks that pedophiles are disgusting, and he would never actually endorse that it was just a joke.
And the 6-year-old girl, she's like sexy.
You're disgusting.
I know, listen, we've talked about pedophilia before.
Shane, like, do not say this, and like, I don't even want to talk about it. Like, you will get arrested. He
Allegedly.
has this justification for pedophilia, and it's so disturbing, and like, I just pretend that he doesn't.
Okay, wait, no, let me explain. Let me explain. People have foot fetishes. So why is it when somebody looks at Google's like naked baby on Google and jerks off to it, they can get arrested? I don't understand. So I typed in naked baby. First of all, they were sexy.
That is not something that you make jokes about. That is not funny. Do I think Shane Dawson is? I will never know. But what he said is disgusting. I don't know how those words can come out of your mouth. That is alarming. I honestly don't even think that Shane Dawson should be allowed to have children within a 100-meter radius of him, because that is seriously alarming. And the fact that the people in the videos, like his podcast host, his mom, and his friends condoned his behavior, disgusting. Inexcusable. I won't forgive it. And then obviously this all kind of escalated because there was this video of Shane Dawson fondling himself to a poster of the, at the time, 12-year-old Willow Smith.
Oh, Willow. Oh, I'll whip your hair back and forth. Oh.
And she is the daughter of the famous actor Will Smith. So her mother, Jada Pinkett Smith, came out with a tweet that says, to Shane Dawson, I'm done with the excuses. And then Jaden Smith came out with a tweet, her brother, that says, Shane Dawson, I'm disgusted by you sexualizing an 11-year-old girl who happens to be my sister is the furthest thing from funny and not okay in the slightest bit. And then he came out with another tweet that said, this man was also doing blackface on the regular. As a youth, we need to support creators who support us and our morals. This is not okay. Now even the celebrities are coming out of the woodworks to speak about it, and I think that's amazing and that's important because they can use their platform and their privilege to elevate the message behind all of this. And then moving on from that, Shane Dawson also had a lot of videos where he said homophobic things and transphobic things.
That girl's so sexy. Dude, are you crazy? I think that's a tranny. What?
And now I understand that Shane Dawson grappled with his sexuality for years. He only came out as bisexual a couple of years ago, and I understand that that's difficult. I myself am also a bisexual white male, and I know the struggles of coming to terms with your sexuality, but at the end of the day, that is absolutely no excuse to say the things that you say. And I know that hurt people, but it's inexcusable. And then of course we have all of the bestiality comments. We know the infamous podcast clips about Shane Dawson talking about fondling his cat, and then there's all these clips that I'll play for you right now.
Oh my god. He does this every time. Oh yeah, daddy likes.
As you can see, those are absolutely disgusting. And there's so much more, like Shane Dawson saying offensive things, like that comment he made about Beyonce's child, Blue Ivy.
Beyonce's kid? He looks like he's 48 and works at a bank.
Alrighty guys, so that is all I have for today's video. I know it was a lot, it's a lot to take in. There's probably a ton more that will come out. Please continue to DM me on Twitter. Twitter is where I check my DMs, what you want me to discuss. I'm sorry if I don't discuss it straight away. I really like to wait till more information comes out. I'm not the type of drama, I don't consider myself a drama channel, but I'm not the type of commentary channel that can produce a video every single day. I really like to have well thought out things, and I run this whole production by myself, sweetie. So just know that I will speak about it. It just might take a bit of time because I want to really make sure that I'm being well informed. And I have a lot of other things that I want to speak about that you guys have told me about, like all of the recent controversy with the Vlog Squad from Trisha Paytas, all the recent controversy with the Family Channel, all the recent controversy with Tana Mojo. It will come, never fear, it will come just a little bit late, but we are going to be speaking about all these injustices because I can't, I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and sick and sick and tired of it. Whew, oh my god guys, okay, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know if this was enjoyable, but I hope that we can spread this message, and I'm making this video because these people need to be held accountable, and I want people to be informed so that they can make an informed decision about whether or not they want to support these people, because if you're watching their videos and buying their products, you're putting money in their pocket and you are condoning their behavior. And speaking of, a lot of people have asked me why I still follow these people on Twitter. As a part of my job, I report on the news, so I need to, but just know that a follow does not equal an endorsement. However, if you endorse me, please go ahead and follow me on all my social medias, just linked down below. My TikTok and Instagram is just @the_Luke_Alexander. My Twitter is Luke the Lunatic. And if you've not already, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel and turn on the post notifications bell so that you never miss another upload from me. Go ahead and check out my previous videos if you have not already. If you'd like to go ahead and check out my second channel, I post more chill videos, more vlogs over there. Check that out. The link will be in the description, as well as the link to my merch, which is all about being opinionated and standing up for what you believe in. And while you're down there, the link to the Black Lives Matter resources will be there as well, so you can go ahead and stay informed, sign petitions, donate to bail relief funds, and make a change. Please, can we get to a world where we are all treated equally? Alrighty guys, that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're staying safe, sane, and healthy during these uncertain and difficult times. I hope to see you in my next video, and as always, I hope that you have a great day or night wherever you're on the world. Bye!